know the pandemic there was really hard for people that lived in Cuba. What's daily life like there right now?
So right now it's more difficult than ever, even so considering the special period that came after the collapse of the Soviet Union in the early 90s. It's still worse now because, well, time has passed and basically the Cuban government controls all the infrastructure that it cannot maintain. No amount of donations and aid that are received are enough. Cuba receives over $3 billion just worth of remittances and donations yearly, and none of that will be enough. We have rolling blackouts again. Communities can stay 2, 3, 4 days more without electricity. That's just normal. We just had another massive blackout on the 14th. So I believe it's like 90-something% of the population was in the dark. It was absolutely not even in a war zone. You see these things. Yeah. So there is no fuel. You see very few of these cars on the roads anymore. Sadly, they're also really costly to maintain. There's no food. And again, your freedom of expression and freedom of religion, it's just getting tougher for everyday Cubans.
How is that so the freedom of speech piece? Like, I could see, like, I mean, does Facebook participate in the oppression of people, or like, how do people communicate? That, are there monitors everywhere like you would think about North Korea? Like, how does that work? How does the oppression and the suppression of speech take place?
The government controls absolutely everything. So they have an entire school called OC where IT it's studied, and they monitor everything that goes in and out. So let's say you as a church, if now you're going to put a message online, if you're going to put a message in support of Israel, and you cannot do that. Everything has to follow their script, and everything has to show support for the government. Last year, they actually made it illegal. So now it's an actual felony, and you will go to jail for posting the wrong thing on social media. Now, they've always done this since 1959. People would go all the time to prison for saying the wrong thing, going out with a sign. But now they've made it into an actual law. I believe it's up to 7 years that you can face imprisonment for sharing or posting the wrong thing or being heard saying the wrong thing. So the crackdown has just gotten worse. And it's a response to the more open society, I guess, that we have now. Fidel Castro, it was a different time, but they were more successful in keeping Cuba shut from the rest of the world. Whereas now you do get a lot of that outside influence, and people have social media still, and they use VPN, and they're able to see what life looks like outside. So people are harder to control the more information they have.